Now the next topic is the process of self-discovery. The process of self-discovery has now been technologically outsourced. Yes. The process of self-discovery. Now what is the meaning of self-discovery? The meaning of self-discovery is knowing about oneself. Yes. Many times the people are very much unaware about what they are or who they are. Yes. They got lack of understanding about themselves. Yes. So the self-awareness about oneself starts with what? More communication, more gelling with the society. More communication. See, when we interact more, we learn. When we share more, we learn. Yes. When we socialize more, we learn. Yes. Socializing including maybe snatching at school level. Yes. At school level, we share, we snatch also. Still we are learning. Okay. We may be bullying someone. We are also bullied. Yes. We are also learning. Yes. So that means when we interact with the society, when we interact with society more and more, when we communicate more and more, we learn, we self-discover. But now what has happened? When I see my growing up years in 1980s, yes. So what was the scenario? We were playing a lot. There were more outdoor games. Now more outdoor games. So we had got a playing time in the evening from what 5 to 7 in the evening. We used to play on daily basis. And there was almost no television in mid 80s, only one Doordarshan, and the programming started from what 7:30 p.m. in the evening. So the mothers, as there was nothing to do at the time, yes, in the evening, they were also relaxing. So they also used to come on the playground, watching the children to play, and they were also interacting. Now in 1991 came the satellite television, 24-hour television with many channels. Yes, first of all, mothers withdrew; they stopped communicating because they were enjoying both the TV and different channels. Now as there were more channels, more variety, now the division within the family started. Who will control the remote? Yes. So hence what happened? Those families who can afford, they bought another television. And now in the household were divided. Somebody was watching something. Now with the coming of what? Smartphones. More what? Fast speed internet. More speedy downloading. Even the households, many people having their mobile phones, they are sitting in different corners, they are not interacting. So what has been happening is the self-discovery or the self-learning from what communication with the community has now been confined to technology now. Yes. So we are ultimately getting more engrossed in technology and now trying to discover knowledge from it. Yes. So the question is, are we becoming intelligent or are we becoming dumb? Yes, is a big question mark. So here, so the process of self-discovery has now been technologically outsourced. Yes. And this has been speedified during the COVID crisis, when more mobile, more e-learning, online learning, where the people are secluded in their corners. The question is, are they learning? So learning does not mean only text. Learning means learning about the society, learning about oneself. Yes. So hence it's a question on what importance of community interaction for self-discovery. Technology can be an enabler, but it's not a replacement. Yes. So let us see how technology can be used in a positive manner. It cannot be the only source for self-discovery, because the best source for self-discovery is more communication with each other, direct communication. So meaning of self-discovery first of all. So the meaning of self-discovery. So self-discovery is the process of acquiring insight in one's character. Insight in one's character means knowing about oneself, one's character. So self-discovery is one in which a person is guided through self-questioning. Yes. So we should be also be thinking about ourselves, our actions, our motives, our thinkings, our attitudes and approaches. Now we are forced to think. When we are interacting with someone, we learn a number of things. Then we are forced to think. Self-questioning and examination of one's own thoughts, words and actions in order to reach his or her own conclusions regarding who they truly are. In simple self discovery is able to know about oneself. Yes, able to know about oneself. So people give judgments on others. Yes, but they themselves are knowing who they are. Yes, have they self discovered what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, what they need to learn, what they need to unlearn. A person can learn and unlearn only if the person is discovering about oneself, knowing about one's character, knowing about oneself. Yes. Now, self-discovery happens due to socialization. So, more self-discovery happens when we interact, socialize. So, why school? Why offline schools are very important? Yes. So, the kids, yes, the kids, I am talking about the kids who are growing up in the primary and even the maybe within the high school, who were forced to had online classes. Now they are again going to schools. Now they are enjoying the school so much because they know school is a very enjoyable place. They learn n number of things. Peer learning happens. They also bully each other. Yes. Okay. They share the things. They fight. They play together. They sing together. Yes. So they are learning various things on the basis of socialization. Online, secluded. Yes. So online, the question is: are we making people dumb? Or are we making people intelligent? Yes. Socializing makes people intelligent. Yes. So self-discovery happens due to socialization. Quote: man is by nature a social animal. Yes, by Aristotle. So man is by nature a social animal by Aristotle. So we learn and discover ourselves more through socializing than just through technology. So this is a harsh fact. Yes, in today's world, though we talk too much about technology, still if we want to learn real things, yes, the best way is socialization. Now examples, yes, let's see the examples in the COVID times. Now the schools are the institutions of self-discovery, but due to COVID-19 closure of schools and over-reliance on online tools has led to outsourcing of self-discovery to online mediums. Yes. Hence, holistic nurturing and grooming is negatively impacted. Hence, holistic nurturing and grooming is negatively impacted. Now, technology can be an enabler. Yes, technology can be an enabler. But it's not a replacement of community or social interaction based cognitive development. Yes. For real cognitive development and real awareness, technology is not the replacement of what direct face to face interaction is, or interaction with n number of people together. Yes. And learning from them. For example, if you must have heard about the case of bully by app. Now the person who designed that bully by app, the information came, the news came in the newspaper. What was that person all about? Yes. So the bully by app, the accused was disconnected. Yes, accused was disconnected from society, engrossed in online world, and led him to wrong destination. Yes. The person withdrawn from the society, engrossed only in online world, led to what may be the wrong destinations and hence wrong thinkings. Socialization ultimately brings better thinking. Yes. But this is just a glimpse of larger communication gap. It's just a glimpse of larger communication gap. Community interactions declined over a period of time. Yes, over a period of time. Declined due to, first of all, 24-hour television, trap of mobiles, and during lockdowns led to more reliance on technology for solace and self-discovery. Yes. Means more and more withdrawal of people from the community spaces and relying more on technology rather than what? Utilizing the power of community for self-learning. So what can be the solutions? Yes, what can be solutions? So the solutions can be of two types. The first form solution is we have to encourage more community participation. We have to encourage more what community spaces based interactions, okay, so that the people are coming together, interacting with each other, gelling with each other and learning. On other side, we have to utilize the technology in a more balanced manner, so that it keeps on becoming an enabler in learning better. Yes. So we have to work on both the sides. Let's see the firstly, community based interactions. The topic demands first rejuvenation of community interaction. How to rejuvenate more and more community based interactions. Occupying community spaces. Promoting community bonding for better self-discovery. Community bonding for better self-discovery. Now, there is a quote. Why this is very much important? The best way to find yourself is, the best way to learn about ourselves is to lose yourself in the service of others. Is to lose yourself in the service of others. Yes. Now, when we enter the society, then we learn about our attitudes and reactions in the better manner. So, best way of learning about ourselves is to lose yourself in the service of others. Now, this is a very interesting quote. Only communication can communicate. Yes. If we are devoid of communication, we cannot learn. Even if we want to learn about ourselves, yes, we should be in a environment of more and more communication, because only communication communicate n number of things. Yes, and then we learn. Only communication communicate. And the second requirement is positive utilization of technology as an enabler. So we require two solutions here. Technology should act as an enabler for better self-discovery. On the other side, technology is not a replacement for communication gap. Yes. So communication gap has to be removed through more interaction, and on the other side, technology can be an enabler or a helper. Yes. So hence, how to promote community based interactions? Again, you have done n number of things in the class. How to promote community based interactions? Let's see a list. So first of all, values through activity based learning. It should be initiating in schools and colleges through activity based learning. We have done the entire series of activity based learning within the NEP guidelines of 2020. Sporting culture for the entire society. Yes. Okay. Sporting culture. So culture of competitive sports at all the levels with proper calendar of sports to create an interactive society, a gelling society. Culture of music we have done. Yes. Now SUPW, we talked about this in detail. Yes, SUPW as a way of self learning. Community internships as per Professor Yashpal committee. Community radio. Role of influencers. Yes. Role of influencers in communicating the things to the people, learning from people. Cadre of counselors. Yes. So we learned n number of ways of creating a communicating society, where we learn from what? Interaction with people, people to people contact. That brings better self learning, that brings better self discovery. On the other side, technology can be an enabler, as enabler. See, technology can be an enabler when the people responsibly use the technology. For the people at large, we require what? Internet and social media literacy campaigns. How to responsibly use the internet and social media. How to become aware in terms of what? Utilizing it for the benefit, not for destruction, self-destruction. Okay. So first of all, what is required is, yes, right usage, awareness campaigns for internet and social media literacy. Awareness campaigns for internet and social media literacy. So hence, if India has a power of digital India. India has the power of digital India, and India has done well in the expansion about internet to far off villages, to the entire nook and corner of the country. So we have to utilize that power in a constructive manner, not for creating destruction, self-destruction, or creating more problems for the society. So now use of digital India is reach. Now what can be done is creating directory of, so what can be done is we can create a directory of self-discovery content. Yes. We create a proper list, a proper directory of self-discovery content as per the age bracket and connecting with students in educational institutions. So we learned the power of movies, we learned the power of documentaries, we learned the power of animation films, we learned the power of what various informative series. Yes, we can create a directory. We can create a directory of what self-learning or self-educating tools, yes, or the mediums of information, and we distribute. Yes, so the people can self-learn. And now with the power of digital India, power of internet, this can be spread very fast at all the levels. So this can include inspirational movies, documentaries, series, animation films, recorded live lectures, and various activities which can be successful case studies. Which can be successful case studies. So we can create the entire list of good volume of things available on what internet and social media, and create that in the form of directory and apply them first in education institutions as a tool for self-learning. Even directory of work specific content, Now there are different specific areas of work. For example, farming is there, SHG is there, okay, other economic activities are there. So in all these areas of economic activities and the work, wherever the people are working, there are always best practices available so as to improve their productivity, okay, improve the protection or taking care about themselves so that they are not injured. Yes, so that means again there are various safe and healthy work practices. So again those can be promoted in different areas of work, again in the form of directory, so that the workers anywhere can self-learn. Yes. So directory of work specific content links with best practices. And then comes the role of the social media platforms, as we discussed in social media reforms. That social media platforms should prevent misuse of their mediums, so that people get exposed to more constructive content. Yes, more constructive content. So the gist of the topic is that self-discovery means knowing about oneself, requires broader communication rather than shrinking in conversation or communication. Technology is not the way of creating a self-learning. Yes, technology can just be an enabler, but for that also it has to be converted into an enabler. Now for better self-discovery, self-learning about oneself or the people at large in the society who are going to self-discover themselves, we require to create a highly communicating society, and communications require various methods. So the methods we learned in the classes in detail, and now we have also seen, yes, we cannot escape technology, so hence we have to properly channelize it, so that is going to guide the people well. So for guidance starts with awareness campaigns, internet literacy campaigns. Now we have to use the power of digital India, which is connecting with villages, connecting with urban areas. So we need to create regularly the list of directories of the volume of content available, which are highly constructive in nature, and to be specified as per the age bracket and maturity of the people to understand and populate more and more, so that the people can self-discover about themselves. Yes. Same with the area of activities of work, best practices we can promote. And on the other side, when the people are using the social media platforms, so social media platform should be taking responsibility of guiding the user. Yes, so that the fake information cannot be percolated, and we learn new things which are very constructive in nature. In such a manner, the self-discovery can be enabled through technology also.